Hey, I'm Mike Vaughn, your host. Welcome to On My Mind. Today, we're going to dive into a little 5-minute review of The Watchers. I watched it this past Sunday, and I want to let you know if it's worth your time. But as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend, especially if they're thinking about watching this movie. First up, a quick rundown of the movie. It is a mystery thriller slash horror, just a little bit. It's about a young woman who works at an animal store in Ireland, and she's tasked with delivering a bird to a buyer. But on her way of doing that, she gets lost in the forests of Ireland. And it's from there she finds 3 others that are in the same predicament as her in this bunker of sorts, being watched by unknown creatures. The story itself is very straightforward. You get to what's happening as far as what you see in the trailer very quickly. Unfortunately though, the highs feel like lows. The tone and the feel of the movie never really changes. The cinematography is very bland, and it doesn't help that you're just getting exposition over and over and over again from almost every character in this movie. The movie is very much more of a mystery and a thriller than a horror movie. It's not scary at all, at least for me. There's moments that could scare some, but for me, it just was not scary. The movie also feels like a lot of other M. Night Shyamalan movies, and this is directed by his daughter, Ishana Shyamalan. So if you've seen The Happening, unfortunately, The Village, The Visit, or Lady in the Water, this film will feel very familiar. And there's also some story beats that kind of feel just like those movies in this one. So I like what they tried to do, but it just didn't hit all that well. Character-wise and performance-wise, the actors did well. There are still moments in this movie where it feels like these humans aren't talking like humans. So nobody talks like that. The conversations aren't all that realistic, but the mystery aspect is what keeps you engaged, and the actors do a good job of fulfilling that aspect of the movie. Outside of one character, which is Mina, Dakota Fanning's character, you don't really get to know much about the other characters in this movie. Say for one, which there is a big twist, but you see it coming a mile away. And I think that's unfortunate because you don't connect with this character. So when certain things happen, it has no value for you, really. From a direction standpoint, I think, again, she does a good job. Ishana Shyamalan, she does a good job for her first feature film. It's just that it feels so much like a film her dad would make, but not in a good way. She's missing a lot of the oomph that I was expecting in certain moments. The end of the film, for example, has a moment where there's a change up and the music gets high and bombastic, but you feel nothing because you don't really know these characters, and so it doesn't help at all. The music in this film is actually very good. It's from Abel Korzeniowski. I hope I say that name right. I'm sure I'm not. But it sounds very much like something that James Newton Howard would have done for an M. Night movie. So it sounds very familiar. Again, everything about this movie feels familiar to other M. Night movies that you've watched, except those help you connect better to some of the characters, maybe not his most recent. But when you think of The Village, when you think of The Sixth Sense, when you think of Signs, you connect to those characters a little bit better, even though they all have those moments where they're not talking like real people talk. But that's just the M. Night way, and apparently his daughter is following suit. But I'm sure this was more of like a Happy Father's Day gift for her dad. With this one, I'm hoping her next film brings a little bit more of her into the mix rather than just mimicking what her dad does. Now I want to hear from you. What'd you think of The Watchers if you watched it? Yeah. Overall, I like some of the ideas. I like the lore that they included into the movie, and it's interesting. If you watch Lady in the Water, it's kind of similar to that, kind of a different angle on that. But in the end of the day, it just doesn't hit the way that I was hoping it would. It's really a slow movie, not one that I think I'll watch again. And for me, I would give it 6 out of 10 stars. Thanks for watching my review on The Watchers. Again, if you watched it, let me know what you thought of the film. But if you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe button down below. It really helps the channel out in a big way, and it helps you to catch up on what we're doing on the channel as well. Also, if you want to see more right now, check out the other videos I've got here for you, and we can enjoy some more time together. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.